What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy professional Madden player T Davis, and EA just dropped their huge gameplay deep dive today, going over some of the new features you will expect to see in Madden NFL 25. In today's video, I'm going to break down my 5 biggest new features that I can't wait for when the game hits the shelves next month. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys check out payhip.com/tdavisbrand, where you can find all my offensive and defensive ebooks for college football 25. I also have coaching sessions available, 30-minute and 60-minute coaching sessions. But as you can see here, we did drop the Georgia offensive ebook. Make sure you check it out. You can beat every single coverage in the game with this ebook. Over 35 minutes of video breakdown, close to 20 play setups. We can attack all areas of the field, some of the best route combos in this Georgia offensive playbook. And as well as that, make sure you check out my defensive ebook, the 3-3-5 tight playbook here. It has some of the best nano blitzes you will find if you're struggling on defense, with 27 play setups, over 35 minutes of video. We can disguise coverages, we build defensive schemes. There's 7 formations covered in this ebook, so check them out, payhip.com/tdavisbrand, or check out the link in the description below, as well as my 30 and 60-minute coaching sessions where you can improve as a Madden or college football player, whether you want to go over offense, defense, game management, clock management, practice mode, labbing, getting better for tournaments, whatever the case may be. You can get a 60-minute coaching session with professional player T Davis, aka me, if you want to improve your game. So check all these things out down, the link in the description below, or go to payhip.com/tdavisbrand. Also, before we get into today's video, have you ever wanted to stake on top college football and Madden football gamers and win big? Then you gotta check out 1v1me. It's an esports staking platform that's now letting you stake on the top sports gamers in the world. 1v1me has paid out over $35 million to winners and has a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Here's how it works. Go to the link in the description below, download the app. You must be 18 years or older and located in the USA, Canada, UK, or Europe. Sign up, place your stake, and watch the action unfold. Now, the first feature that I'm looking forward to is the new FieldSense BoomTech physics-based tackling, physics-based ball carrier, and physics-based hit stick. Now, with the tackling, you got 3 components of the physics-based tackling: pre-impact, moment of impact, and tackle resolution. Prior to impact, the ball carriers will anticipate and brace for impact from an oncoming tackler, making them look more intelligent and aware, while also giving the players control to change direction or perform a special move. On the defender side of it, the system is constantly reevaluating potential tackles on every frame until collision, based on how both players have deviated their poses, move direction, or speed, which leads to significantly more variety when the tackle starts, variety of the actual impact, the leverage of the defender, and his position relative to his target. Now, at the point of impact, this one's really cool to me, is you get the new physics-based muscle strength toolset. Now, this allows developers to tune the body strength of individual players to match their unique on-field characteristics. So, like a guy like Derrick Henry, he'll be tuned much stronger than a light ball carrier like Jahmyr Gibbs, right? And that's the example EA gave on their website. But that muscle tuning strength is really cool, because if you got a guy like Derrick Henry, he easily can break the tackle depending on his angle, his force, velocity, momentum, his ratings. Obviously, Derrick Henry's gonna have great, truck and stiff arm ratings. So that all kind of, determines the strength of the tackle, the force of the tackle, and it also interacts with the ball carrier, right? If you have Derrick Henry going up against a 6-foot, 195-pound, safety or corner, Derrick Henry's going to win that battle all day long. Vice versa, you got a 6'4", 230-pound linebacker on Jahmyr Gibbs, you can get a big hit on him. So I love that part of it. The third component is the tackle resolution, another showcasing of the dynamic nature of physics-based tackles. Instead of playing out a predetermined tackle conclusion based on the initial tackle that matched, the BoomTech science allows the system to select pieces from a wide variety of tackle animations. So tons of new tackle animations this year, at that later point of it, to kind of get a different animation and to add to that realism of this system. And then when it comes to the physics-driven ball carrier balance and recovery system, the emergence of a ball carrier's ability to take a hit, stumble, and then recovers balance, or known in the league as contact balance. There's a series of factors that lead to these outcomes. The first is the quality or lack thereof of the hit on contact. A more glancing hit, or one that is not square or early or late, may fail to bring the ball carrier down and instead influence the angle and distance that he'll move while in a recovery. Torque can also influence the ball carrier. He may spin or turn while in recovery, as well as his foot position, which matters. If the ball carrier's foot position is not in a state where he can realistically recover, even if the hit is not good quality, he would not be able to recover effectively. So, angles, velocity, torque, all these things, footwork, all these things matter with your ball carrier, as well as your defender with this new physics-based engine, which I think is pretty cool. Then, my personal favorite of this one is the hit stick, the reloaded hit stick. The 20th anniversary of the hit stick, of course, came in Madden 2005. Here we are, Madden 25. I wonder if you guys were playing back in Madden 2005. Let me know in the comments down below if you were. I was. But the 20th anniversary of the hit stick, and they are revamping it on that 20th anniversary, which is cool, and I really love this because now hit sticks will be determined by the timing of the hit and angle of approach by the defender, in addition to player ratings and muscle strength tuning. If the tackle is too early, too late, or a bad angle is taken, the hit power at the point of attack will be reduced. Tackle and hit power ratings will influence the timing windows so that the chances of having a successful hit stick will increase when attempting it with high hit power players. So ratings of hit power and tackle matter so much in this game, and they reward the user. If you perfectly line up your hit stick and you use your hit stick, you're going to get a huge first of all, you're going to get a noise animation now in the game. It's going to kind of light up under your defender, and you'll be rewarded with a fumble a good amount of time. So they're rewarding the user for a big hit stick, which I absolutely love. The second feature I want to talk about is updated playbooks. Now listen, being the X's and O's football nerd, the Madden nerd that I am, this excites me to my core. I love when they update the playbooks, when they make adjustments to this. EA announced that one of their key innovations their team is really excited about, a brand new playbook tool, which they've been investing in for several years. They began designing this new Frostbite capability in 2021, have been implementing it since 2022. The investment is going to start to return dividends to players in Madden NFL 25, not by only creating some cool new plays, but also what it'll allow them to adjust with during the season. In terms of simply making plays, the new tool allows their design team to make plays faster and easier with a variety of new debug tools to ensure plays are created with more polish and plays can be created more frequently. Targeting more variety in play call options, their focus is to provide team identity, and they're excited to bring NFL trends to each of the 32 teams, including the Miami Orbit motions with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Tua in that offense we love. The Texans' variety of deep crossers. Texans offense absolutely loaded. Stephon Diggs, all those boys out there. And they have the Chiefs' Super Bowl winning corn dog play added to this year's game. Pretty cool stuff there. They want to give every fan something they can embrace and celebrate as their own. Now, the thing that I'm most excited about here is, or a couple things coming up here that I'm excited about, but it doesn't just stop at launch. So the first title update, they are going to implement the custom audibles before the game. So this new tech design will allow you to save your custom audibles after the first title update for post-launch. So players will be able to save custom audibles that carry over from game to game. There will be more details about this as we go. Yeah, more details about this as we go. But you'll be able to save your audibles online before you get into a game. So whether it be in the main menu, you can save your custom audibles. So no more of the days of having to, when you get into a game, you press left trigger, you save all your audibles for each formation. It takes time. You got to do a delay a game. You got to wait. You got to call a timeout, whatever the case may be. It's just a pain in the butt. Now, you'll be able to save them online for when you get into a game. This is a massive feature that has been needed in Madden for years. I'm super excited about that. The one other thing I did want to point out here is that there's no more play limit with the custom playbooks, so you can add as many as you want from all different playbooks in the game. It says right here, with the live service plans, there's some specific changes that returning players will be thrilled to hear. The legacy play limit with custom playbooks no longer exists, so you'll be able to add plays to your custom playbook from every playbook in the game. They've also refreshed the custom playbook interface to be a bit more user-friendly, so that's big news for all my custom playbook fans out there. The one other thing, too, is that they will add new plays throughout the season. It says right here, the new playbook tool also unlocks the ability to become a live service playbook provider. So plan on seeing strategic new plays getting added to each team's playbook during the season to keep the playbooks fresh, and seeing the plays you'll see coaches on the sidelines calling. So that's cool. Maybe we'll see some updated brand new plays halfway through the season that the Dolphins or the Chiefs or the Patriots or whoever are running will see new plays incorporated throughout the season. The next feature on my list that I'm very intrigued by and I find very interesting is the brand new catching system implemented in Madden NFL 25. It says here that players will have more control over the types of catches they want to deploy than ever before. When you hit a catch button in Madden 25, you'll get the exact catch you're requesting, and the system will ensure that the context of the catch will be reflected accurately. For example, if you decide to hit Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation for an aggressive catch, but the pass is low, they've added new low height jumping catches to ensure you get the button input response desired. They've added more than 700, that's right, 700 new catching animations to add more context, athleticism, and control, including easier access to back shoulder catches and back pylon fades. 700 new catching animations, that is pretty cool. And then I want to see how this back shoulder catches and back, goal line end zone fades work. Those haven't really, been consistent enough in Madden yet. They haven't really worked to the level you see in the NFL. I'm wondering how they implement that. I'm a little bit critical in that regard, so we'll see how that goes. One thing that stands out here as well is they've also added a new catch mechanic this year. Of course, you got the rat catch, you got the possession catch, you got the aggressive catch. They've added the spectacular catch mechanic now as a new button. So that will be L1 on PlayStation, LB on Xbox to do the new spectacular catch receiving animation. And it will attempt a one-handed catch. When trying one, you'll get the bonus of an extended catch radius while also risking a higher drop chance, especially when attempting a spec catch with a lower rated player. Use this one wisely. So that's interesting. I look for this in the red zone maybe, or if I'm in kind of a pickle and I need to just kind of put my hands up and catch it, you press L1, you try to get that spec catch. You definitely probably want to, a guy like Mike Evans stands out to me as a guy that I'd want to attempt these type of catches with in the red zone, 6'5", big body, something like that. Also adds here, they've enhanced the ability to branch from one catch to another catch with an additional button press. So if you feel like modifying a spec catch to a possession catch or branching a normal catch to a sideline or possession catch, simply switch your button press mid catch and get exactly what you want to show off your stick skill while seeing the exact catch you expect. So that's interesting. You can change if you want to decide from a rat catch to a possession catch midway through showing off your user skills, user ability, and making that catch. Next up on the list is the improved defensive coverage adjustments. Now this is huge for me, and the main reason is the RPO defense improvements. Now the last few years, RPOs have been miserable to defend. They have been so hard to stop, and you see a lot of the pro players implementing the RPOs. They're just such a pain, but they have made a lot of improvements, and I think it was an emphasis for them here in Madden 25. It says here in the deep dive, defenders aligned over receivers, for example, slot and flat defenders, will read their keys and prioritize pass responsibilities over playing the run. So they'll play those bubble screens more of a priority than worrying about the run. We'll touch on another part of that in a second here, but it says perimeter defenders will be more aggressive in shedding blocks by receivers. So the perimeter defenders will play everything better when it goes to the bubbles, when it goes to the run game to the outside, things of that nature. And then defensive read and react right here was tuned to increase box defenders' awareness and reaction in the handoff. So they will play the run as well here. They increase the awareness and reaction during these RPOs. And that's one of the most important things to me, in my opinion, is increasing the defense against these RPOs because they've been such a pain. We also have some other pass coverage improvements, improved rally to the flats to make them react quicker to checkdowns. So, someone throws a table route on you, got your guy in a flat, he will rally to the flat quicker. He'll get to the ball quicker, which is a big improvement because we know how good these running back out routes and angle routes and Texas routes and flat routes and table routes, all those things, wheel routes, all those flat routes to running backs are always so good. Now they'll rally to the flats quicker. There's a new cover 3 match check versus non-bunch trips formations called Skinny, which focuses on the backside hook to help on crossing routes. You guys all know how good crossing routes are in Madden. It'll help take that away. And then there's also been improvements to Tampa 2, cover 3, and cover 4 as well. And it says there's been a man coverage tuning to improve how defenders read wide receiver cut moves. So a big improvement to man coverage against these receivers. That's always a plus in my book. And finally, the last thing on my list here is just the new presentation and authenticity of the NFL, the realism, the coolness that goes with Madden NFL football. We got new broadcast commentators. You got Greg Olsen, Mike Tirico, Brock Heward, Kate Scott. These are all new commentators we will see in the game. We have a bunch of new authenticity, a new ball carrier revamp. We talked about that a little bit with the FieldSense Boom Tech stuff. But you also have new skill moves added. There's some new jukes. Some new juke to spin moves. You'll see the realism with the new physics-based ball carrying stuff. Signature pre-play styles. They've added over 200 new signature pre-play behaviors to increase the anticipation and action that happens at the line before the ball is snapped. There's 16 unique signature quarterback sets, including Jalen Hurts' low stance, Dak Prescott's leg kick, which we know is very popular, a lot of different cadences. We also see the mannerisms of receivers like Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb. So we know Tyreek running that orbit motion from the Dolphins. You see kind of his mannerisms. That will be really noticeable in Madden NFL 25. We have smart pre-play adjustments from some of the linemen, the centers, some of the things like the tackle will alert the guard to edge pressure threat. The halfback will add to base protection. I mean, you can do all these different things. Then there's the new pre-snap actual adjustments you can make with the offensive line. You can full slide, you can half slide, you can ID the mic to tell the running back where to block, things of that nature. But this is just basically calling out where the lineman will you'll see what they do pre-snap. Okay, the guard's gonna tap the tackle, tell him to block this guy, like things of that nature you'll see in the game, which is pretty cool. So a lot of new added features, a lot of good presentation. I'm excited for this game, guys. We are almost a month away, or a little under a month away at this point, so it's right around the corner. August 16th is when it goes worldwide. Of course, August 13th will be the deluxe edition. I'm super excited for it. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are as well. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a like. It really helps me out in the algorithm. And subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. We will have plenty more Madden 25 news and tips here on my channel. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my exclusive content here on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links in the description below if you want more cool stuff from your boy.